name is Rachel, and I'm here to tell you about a few books that I am excited about that will be coming out tomorrow, which is June 7th, 2016. Now, the first one I have an arc of, but I haven't managed to read it yet, and I'm really bummed that I haven't got it read before the publication date. I think this is going to be great. The premise kind of reminds me of the Jenna Fox Chronicles by Mary Pearson, and I love that series, so I think if it's anything close, it's going to be very good, and I think it's going to be very good. So again, it's called With Malice by Eileen Cook. This one is a young adult mystery about a girl who wakes up from a coma, and she's been flown home by her rich father from an accident that she was involved in Italy that killed her best friend. And as she learns all this information, a lawyer is brought in because people do not think it was an accident, and the mystery ensues from there, whether or not it was an accident. And she's trying to figure all these things out without the help of her memory because it's all gone. So again, I think this is going to be really good, and so far it has about a 3.85 average on Goodreads. Next is Last Call at the Nightshade Lounge by Paul Kruger. This is a new adult urban fantasy. This reminds me so much of The Mortal Instruments. It's like if all the characters in The Mortal Instruments were adults and bartenders, basically. It's this group of bartenders that fight all these monsters, and it's set in Chicago. It's, like I said, an urban fantasy, very paranormal magic, and I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a pretty big hit with all the fantasy and magic lovers out there, and it has a 3.73 average right now. Next is an adult mystery called The Girls in the Garden by Lisa Jewell, and this is set in London, which is a buzzword for me that always gets my attention, and basically it centers around this group of neighbors who all have kind of a communal garden, and they all feel safe with one another. They kind of just open their doors, and all the children just kind of flow in and out of all the houses. But one day, one of the children, a teenager, is found kind of hidden behind one of the bushes in the garden, and she's unconscious and bloody. So the mystery ensues from there. Who attacked this girl, and are any of them really safe? This one has a 3.75 rating right now on Goodreads. Next is Leaving by Tara Altebrando, and this is a YA mystery about 6 kindergartners who disappeared, and then 11 years later, 5 of them show back up as if nothing happened. Obviously, they've all grown by this point. They're all 11 years older, and they vaguely remember each other, but they have no idea what has happened to them, and they don't remember the 6th child at all. And it's just the mystery of how these kids have gotten back, what has happened to them, and obviously what has happened to this still missing child. This one currently has a 3.79 average on Goodreads. Next up is Monsters, a Love Story by Liz Kay, and this is an adult contemporary romance. This is about Stacy, who is an author and a mom, and she's also a new widow. Her husband has just recently died within the past year, and as she's struggling with all of this, she meets Tom, who is kind of this hot actor, and he is actually in love with her writing first, and then they end up working, I think, on a movie together, and they kind of fall in love, but it's a struggle because I don't think Stacy feels comfortable with this new relationship, being such a new widow, and I think it's just kind of a balancing act for her of, can she let herself love this new guy? Is it disrespectful to her husband? And it's just the story of their relationship, and I think it's going to be really, really good. It currently has a 3.76 on Goodreads. Next up is Security by Jenna Walsdorf, and what caught my attention is they're throwing around names in the summary of this book as kind of in the vein of Stephen King and Edgar Allan Poe and Daphne du Maurier. So those are some heavy-hitting names to be, tossing around mentioning this book. So that caught my attention. And the description does kind of give me a Stephen King feel, especially with The Shining and the hotel. This one does center around a hotel called the Manderley Resort, and it's really posh and kind of upscale and really fabulous, and it's also marketed to be very, very secure. However, right before the opening, somebody starts killing off all the staff members one by one. So you have to find out who's doing this, why they're doing it, and obviously it's going to be suspenseful clear up until the last page. So I'm excited about this. I don't know though if they should head out with those big names right off the front, because that's giving you, kind of high expectations. So we'll see about this one, but I'm excited. It sounds interesting, and it currently has a 3.23 average on Goodreads. Next is an adult literary fiction, and that is Wintering by Peter Guy, I believe. G-E-Y-E, Guy. G with an I don't know. But anyway, it is an adult literary fiction, and it follows the story of an elderly man who has dementia, I believe, at this point, and he's really ill. He's kind of on his sick bed, his deathbed maybe, and he ventures out into the Minnesota wild and disappears. And it's kind of a two-part story, following him as he's gone and the story that his son tells of when his dad did this in the past and took the son with him. So you're kind of getting both of those cases where he's gone out in the wilderness as the story progresses, and that's really all I know about that one. But it sounds kind of interesting. It caught my attention, and it has a 4.5 rating right now on Goodreads. I think there's only been like 5 reviews, but still, that's a pretty high rating, so I'm intrigued. So those are the books that I'm excited about being released tomorrow. If you liked any of these, let me know down below, and if you know of any other ones that are being released tomorrow that you'd like to share, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to be notified when I post new videos, go ahead and hit that subscription button. And thank you for watching. Have a fabulous day and enjoy all the new books that are out tomorrow on publication day. Bye for now.